up, YouTube? For today's video, we're about to break it down into three little sections for what's the cost to build a car like this. And we're gonna do interior, exterior, and then performance. So first off, we'll start with the interior since it's the quickest and easiest to get straight into. So the first and most obvious mod is these Corbio reclinable bucket seats. They are the A4 model, I believe, and they're red, obviously. They ran around $1,400, and then another around, I believe, $100 for the rails, because you can't use the stock ones for these. So it's around $1,500 just for the interior, the seats. And then for mod number 2, I'll do all the carbon fiber trimming. Check out on the steering wheel. I got some on the door handles, and I believe that piece is coming off, but I got a few little pieces on there, and I got that all off of eBay, and that alone was only around maybe 200 bucks for everything combined. And there is a bunch of pieces I used to have that I took out, just like the top right there. That's why I have a bunch of glue residue. And then I also had a piece right there on the right there was cracked, but it kind of looked cheesy, so I took it out. And so yeah, 200 just for that. And then for mod number 3, I'll do the shift boot and shifter, and I believe maybe they ran like $50 each, so that's another 100 bucks. If we add it up right now, we're probably around $1,800 so far. This fire extinguisher right here, it was a gift from my dad. It was on his old car, and I just threw it on here once he took it off his. And I believe I got this. I didn't pay anything for this, so I probably won't add it up, but I believe he got it at the flea market or something, and he just had it for so many years. So yeah, that's another one of my mods. I did recently have to replace the stereo itself, and I believe the amp, and that around cost me like $800 just for the sound system. And then I'll show you guys the trunk setup so you guys can see. And I did do this 2 times. The first time I did my sound system was probably like 3 years ago, and then it went out one day, and they fixed it for me. But I know I got scammed, but I was just tired of having no music, honestly. Here's a 10-inch kicker sub, and then the tanks for the airlift, but we'll get into that right now. And yeah, that ran around $1,300, so we'll add everything up in the end, but we're roughly around 3K in, I believe, or something like that. Super heavy wing. I can't even, it doesn't even stay open, so I gotta hold it up on my own now. For section 2 of this, we'll be heading over to the performance part of this, and there's really not much to this. The only thing I got done is really engine intake, ISR long tube headers, Tomei white pipe, and Tomei catback, and I'll probably add a sound clip for you guys. But yeah, and it is also tuned by Admin Tuning. Probably gonna get it retuned soon since I threw long tubes on, but that's about it for the performance part of it. I know it's kind of stock and boring. Had to scoot over a little bit. It was way too hot over there. California, it's like 105 degrees right now, so I was sweating over there. Now we can move into the exterior cosmetic part of it, and we'll start off with the carbon fiber. Actually, I just forgot to say, I forgot to point the prices out for the exhaust, but I was able to come up on my ISR long tube headers for $500 brand new on Marketplace. And then the Tomei white pipe was around $650, I believe. And then the Tomei catback, I got it used for around $700. So all around maybe like $2,000 on the exhaust. And the intake was around $200. I did used to have Motordyne R pipes and DC shorty headers, but I won't count that on the build list since that was a different setup. I'll just count what I currently have at the moment. Now for the exterior, I do own a set of clear taillights. These are temporary. I just switched with one of my boys, and my clear taillights were around $800, $850 I believe, something like that. The rear bumper was around $1650 on that. The front bumper was $1,400, and these clear reflectors another $200. So the bumpers alone were around $33 after taxes, OEM off of Nissan, and then $100 on, or $150 for the reflectors. These are OEM HR headlights. I paid around $550 for them, and then around another $650 to have them retrofitted by SAC Retrofit. Moving forward to the carbon fiber, these are off Jeff 350Z. Cybon carbon fiber hood was $1,400, and the Sub-Zero carbon fiber fenders were $1,600 with shipping, I believe, and taxes. So around $3,000 for the carbon fiber itself. For the wrap job, it was $1,800 in labor, and that included like body work and a few little touch-ups, and $850 for the roll. So altogether $2,600. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention these carbon fiber mirror caps. They were around $70 on eBay, and so were these, maybe another $50. So another $110 to add up. I probably won't count these side skirts just because they're so beat up and old, but I did get this in a kit combined with the diffuser that was custom made of some sort of plastic, and I paid like $650 for those too. But since I don't have the diffuser, I probably won't really count the side skirts alone. Moving forward, we'll go to suspension. For the suspension, we are running a full airlift 3-piece setup. ISR upper control arms up in front, GK Tech lower control arms, brand new bushings, I believe. The lower control arms from GK Tech were around $1,000, but I did get $200 off, so it was $800. We also got the ISR upper control arms for around $400. The bushings and a few little maintenance replacements were like around $100 each. Let's see, the airlift, full airlift from Everything Air in Manteca was $4,600, and I got it done 3 years ago. Still running good, no issues or nothing. We'll move forward to the rear end. This spoiler, I believe I got it off eBay. It was maybe $200. Can't really remember. We're running Z1 Street. Rear lower control arms, they were about $150, and then FDF Race Shop modified tow buckets, which you need to run rear camber in the back on these Z's. I don't know if you could really see it, but it's a modified tow bucket. That way you could adjust your toes so you could run big camber and still be able to play with it. And we don't have the camber right now, but I was running like 10 or 11 degrees in the rear before. The modified buckets itself were around $650, and then what else have we replaced? I think that's about it for suspension components. I have replaced almost everything down there, but I know I'll probably be forgetting a few things here and there. And I believe the last thing we have left is the wheels. And currently these are not my wheels, these are my friend's wheels, but I do own a set of 326 power wheels. They were around, with discount, 20% off, they were around roughly $5K, and with tires another $500, so $5,500 I believe. And that included the lug nuts, because I got these with the wheels, 326 power. Yeah. Forgot to mention, I did do my brakes. I replaced the rotors and brake pads around 3 months ago. These were like the cheapest set I could possibly find. They were maybe like $200. So yeah, that's about it. Alright YouTube, I think that's about it for today's video. I know I'm missing things here and there, and there's things I've changed over the years, but that's basically a full recap of everything done to the car, from suspension to interior, exterior. What do you guys want to see next on the channel? I'll probably be recording 5 things I love and hate on my car today as well, so I'll be dropping more content this week. So stay tuned, and thank you to everyone watching and subscribing. I'll see you guys later. I did forget to mention that I wasn't gonna add up the total cost for my build. If you guys want to, you guys could go and do it yourselves. But the reason I didn't want to was since my my number would be different, since I did get some parts on discount or used, and yeah, you guys can go do it yourselves, and I'll see you guys later, and enjoy a little tunnel exhaust point of view clip.